Hello everyone, my name is SPO the Triforce, and as I'm recording this, the Call of Duty World War II reveal livestream has just finished, so I want to give my opinions on it because they went through a decent amount of stuff. I really just thought it was going to be campaign, but of course this is the year Call of Duty is going back to its roots and back to boots on the ground, and they really want to hype that up, so I want to give my thoughts and opinions on the trailer, the campaign, the multiplayer, some of the stuff, what they talked about in multiplayer, and of course that last little sting for Nazi zombies, the fourth zombie mode, 4 years in a row. Alright, so for the trailer thoughts, I really like the trailer. The game looks really nice. They said they were using photogrammetry techniques for the graphics and stuff, and so, you know, that was the same stuff they used in Star Wars Battlefront, and of course in Battlefront 2 and in Battlefield 1, and those games look great. So, you know, with Call of Duty's decent polish over the years, I do think this game is going to look really good, and plus Advanced Warfare looked really good for a Call of Duty game back in 2014, and yeah, it looks like Sledgehammer Games is still pushing their graphical engine to, maybe not to its limits, but, you know, still pretty well. For the campaign thoughts themselves, they kept saying how they want to keep how horrifying World War II was in check, because, you know, World War II was a horrifying war, and I'm very happy they're doing that, because not only are a lot of the people at Sledgehammer Games, they worked on the original Dead Space. These guys have they have a background in horror. I think these guys can do it respectfully while also giving us a Call of Duty, because Advanced Warfare's campaign was actually really good, and you know, I wasn't expecting Advanced Warfare's campaign to be super good. Like Black Ops 2 campaign was pretty good. Ghost campaign was alright. We didn't get it left on a cliffhanger, which never got resolved, of course. And of course, Advanced Warfare kind of left on a cliffhanger, which seems like it's not going to get resolved either, because, of course, this game exists. But I'm very happy that Call of Duty and Sledgehammer are, you know, they're not going to just go super bombastic, oh, you know, epic explosions and stuff at D-Day, because, you know, D-Day was horrific. Like, you know, trying to run onto the beach, avoiding gunfire, stuff like that, that must have been horrifying. And the people who went through that, the people who survived, the people who died, that must have been the worst experience, and probably always will be. I'm very happy that they're gonna keep it, and it's gonna be more enclosed story, really, because Infinite Warfare was kind of trying to do two things at once. It was kind of trying to be like a story of camaraderie with the people around you on your ship, and this massive scale war against the people of Mars, against Jon Snow. And it kind of worked, but it didn't. You know, it didn't have that emotional punch because it didn't give enough time with the people it wanted you to care about. This, I do think they're going to be able to deliver, because, like I said, Advanced Warfare's campaign was good. It was a good campaign, and you know, the camaraderie and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure, you know, it must have been like that. You know, the people around you start to care about them, stuff like that. So, campaign, I'm looking forward to it. Apparently it's going to be co-op, and that'll be really good. So if this is a good co-op campaign, this will be the first good co-op campaign in 9 years since World at War came out in 2008. Because Black Ops 3 had a co-op campaign, and Black Ops 3 made no sense whatsoever. So I'm hoping Sledgehammer deliver on a co-op campaign, what is worth it this time. Multiplayer. Now, they didn't really show much of multiplayer. They had a quick sneak peek at something they called Headquarters, which I'm guessing is going to be like a interactive main menu. So basically the tower from Destiny, really. I'm guessing, you know, maybe you can use create class through there. Barracks, maybe you can compare score, you know, team up with other people. That sounds like a cool idea. You know, being able to team up with people may cause an issue with pub stomping and stuff like that, but you know, it's a novel concept. They also talked about a game mode called War. So when they first said the game mode was called War, I thought they were bringing back actual war from World at War again, which came back as Momentum in Advanced Warfare. Basically, it was a tug-of-war game mode. So there's 5 flags on the map, one in the middle, and the middle flag is the only one which is active at the beginning. And then whoever, depending on who catches it, it pushes either towards the enemy spawn or your spawn. And so, you know, the first person to capture all 3 of the flags in a row wins. But of course, if you continuously get kills or capture flags, you're going to get a momentum bonus. and that makes you capture flags faster, if I remember correctly. So if you were getting pushed back to your final flag, but you kept getting a ton of kills, your momentum would max out, and you'll be able to capture the flags and push it back really easily. But no, it's a different type of war. They said it was like a PvP story mode, so I'm guessing it's going to be like operations, I'm guessing, from Battlefield 1. And I'm kind of hoping it's more than that, because operations in Battlefield 1 is basically just rush. It's rush conquest, and it's fun. It's fun for, you know, just getting a ton of kills. But when I first heard of operations in Battlefield 1, I thought it was going to be like, okay, this is capture some flags. Okay, now you have to destroy some bombs. No, it's just capture flags. I really hope this war game mode actually gives different objectives to fight for. You know, that would be really cool. And this is another thing. I'm just thinking about it just now. If this is a war game mode, how big is the maps going to be? Is this going to be like Battlefield-sized maps, or are these going to be just like games of domination? Or the map's going to be really big in this game, like Call of Duty 3 / World at War / yeah, those two games maps. Like, are they going to be that big? I don't know. Are they going to be vehicles? It is war after all. All these things. So they also talked about, you know, the weapons and stuff in multiplayer. They talked about the MG42, the M1 Garand. There you go, the M1 Garand. And then Call of Duty Twitter tweeted about the STG-44. Clearly, I'm hoping that this game has basically World at War's arsenal with some extra additions, because World at War's arsenal is decently small compared to like Modern Warfare 3's or Black Ops 3's or Advanced Warfare's after they've had supply drops and stuff. But World at Wars was fun. It was a very varied it was a varied arsenal, and Sledgehammer did have issues with gun balance, admittedly, in Advanced Warfare. So hopefully they've learned that from Advanced Warfare. And this time we're having a beta like Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare. So hopefully they'll learn. And apparently hopefully the beta will be around E3 this time instead of like 2 weeks before launch like it was with Infinite Warfare, because that's not enough time to you know, play test and, you know, change stats before launch. It was like December when they actually implemented the beta stuff in Infinite Warfare. But yeah, multiplayer, I want to say I wish for not supply drops, but at this point, I know there's going to be supply drops, so I'm just going to say, please keep them cosmetic only this year. Don't add them after launch and be like, they're cosmetic only, and then like 2 weeks later add actual weapons. Sledgehammer, please keep them cosmetic only, because people blame you for, you know, adding supply drops in Advanced Warfare. You are the genesis of the problem. So to show that you guys have learned from your mistakes would be nice, you know. And you know, we've been back and forth with supply drop systems since 2014. Of course, Black Ops 3's system, it had crypto keys and, you know, stuff like that. So instead of just randomly getting them like you did in Advanced Warfare, you could save up with crypto keys to get them. And in Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered, we had the salvage system, and of course we still had keys, where you could build the stuff out of the supply drops, or you could save up the keys and hope to get them out of supply drops, or you could just buy them with COD points. So that's a better system, but of course all these games ended up having pay to win. Well, I don't like to say pay to win, but for the sake of the commentary, pay to win weapons in the supply drops, and I really hope that doesn't happen, because it ruins the game. It's one of the main reasons I stopped playing Modern Warfare Remastered and Infinite Warfare, really. But yeah, multiplayer, hopefully, cosmetic only supply drops, good gun balance, good maps. I'm really interested in what they're going to do with multiplayer, really, because I think Sledgehammer also have a lot of talent for the multiplayer side. Let's talk about zombies, shall we? Let's talk about that final teaser for Nazi zombies, because it's going to be Nazi zombies. It's World War II. It's Nazi zombies. So, first off, of course, I don't think this is going to be connected to Exo Zombies. I don't think this game in general, campaign-wise, is going to be connected to Advanced Warfare or that campaign or the Exo Zombie campaign. I think this is, like, I think chronologically you could just put World War II, like, in the World War II, the universe, that universe's World War II is this game. But I don't think there's going to be any narrative links to Advanced Warfare. I don't think we're going to be seeing Kevin Spacey's grandfather in World War II or anything like that. I just think it's going to be its own contained story. Kind of like how Infinite Warfare basically is in the Ghost universe, but it's its own contained story. I'm kind of worried about zombies. Now, Exo Zombies, when it first came out, I thought it was fine. I thought, Outbreak was good, Infection was good, Carrier was blah, and Descent was eh. After going back to them, after watching Jay Rizzo's retrospective on Exo Zombies, I just... it's worse than... It's not Infinite Warfare bad, but it's close. It's like Descent and Carrier are zombies in Spaceland, while Outbreak and Infection are die-rise. I just... I really hope they make good maps. Now, I don't think Raven are actually working on zombies this time, because Raven are supporting Modern Warfare Remastered, so I don't think they would have had time to make a zombies mode this year. And this time, and thankfully, there's actually just came to mind, thankfully the zombies mode will probably be on disc this time instead of part of DLC 1, like it was in Advanced Warfare. So an actual co-op mode is a plus over Advanced Warfare. But I don't think Raven are going to be working on it, because Raven... if you guys didn't know, Raven helped out with DLC 2, DLC 3 for Black Ops 1. So they worked on the Jimmy Sielinski era of zombies. Then they worked on Exo Zombies. They were mainly focused on Exo Zombies. And then they started working on Modern Warfare Remastered after that. So they've had about 6 zombie experiences. So they've had about the same amount as Black Ops 3. I don't think all their maps are good. I don't think all their maps are bad. And Sledgehammer, I don't think have actually been like fully in control of a co-op mode yet. Well, I guess Exo Survival, but Exo Survival doesn't really count. It's not really that good anyway. Maybe they were in charge of Modern Warfare 3's co-op, Chaos and Survival. I don't know. But I'm curious to see what the team is. I'm probably guessing it's going to be the campaign team running the zombie show, like how the campaign team ran the zombie show for Mob of the Dead and Origins in Black Ops 2, and they did the same with Black Ops 3. So, I'm going to keep open-minded for the zombies. It might not be terrible. It might not be Infinite Warfare. It may not be Spaceland, Rave in the Redwoods, or Shaolin Shuffle. But it may not be, and I'm not expecting Origins, Shadows, I'm not expecting Black Ops 3, I'm not expecting Mob of the Dead, I'm not expecting Origins, but I'm going to keep my eye out, because really, let's be honest guys, except for Extinction, and Ghosts, Treyarch are the only studio who know how to do a co-op mode right almost 100% of the time. I say only because Extinction, because right after Extinction they made Zombies in Spaceland, and that's not good. Treyarch are pretty much the kings of the co-op mode. They are the people who brought in the zombies, and now every year we're going to get a zombies mode, and I feel like it gets rid of some of the magic of zombies, really. Because, it used to be, every other year, or every, 2 years, we'll get zombies. It'll be like, it was World at War zombies, Modern Warfare 2 we had survival, Black Ops 1 zombies, Modern Warfare 3 survival, Black Ops 2 zombies, Extinction with ghosts, Advanced Warfare had zombies, then Black Ops 3 had zombies, and then Infinite Warfare had zombies, and now this had zombies, and then of course we're getting zombies next year with Treyarch. Too much zombies, as long as they're not too similar, as long as they're not going to be hitting the exact same story beats, because that's another problem with Infinite Warfare zombies, actually. They're basically doing the same thing. It's just a collectathon quest, just like Black Ops 3, but at least Black Ops 3 had good character, good maps, to bolster it. I just hope, this is going to be a fight against, the Nazi war machine, instead of just like, oh, we got to get these trinkets to save the multiverse. Just copying Black Ops 3. Or, oh, we just got to stop some weird theatre guy because he's weird and he's Pee Wee Herman. So, enough rambling. Trailer thoughts. Good trailer. Campaign. Looking forward to it. Hopefully it's going to be good. Hopefully they get the tone down correctly. Get a well-balanced tone. Multiplayer. Looking forward to it. I'm worried. The new war game mode sounds interesting. We don't know enough about multiplayer to really give my own opinions. I'll probably make another one of these after the private beta happens on PS4. Zombies. don't fuck it up. Do not fuck it up. And actually, well, I just talk about the Zombie Chronicles right now because the Zombie Chronicles got leaked for Black Ops 3. I'm looking forward to that. I really hope that is actually real. They'll probably announce it at E3. Looking forward to it. Worried, don't fuck it up. That is basically a review of the live stream for Call of Duty World War II. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to get back to making the Modern Warfare Remastered video. My name is Espio Triforce. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.